Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. So right now everyone is doing this 2022 what I tried in that year type of video, if you know what I mean, and a little recap of the things. And I really think that's such a fun idea, and I did this last year, I think, just with my palettes, but this year I really want to do it as well with all the stuff I really tried in 2022, and it's a little bit, I have to say. So let's not waste time and get right into it, and let's do something like a little speed review, I would say, so that we aren't here for hours and hours. But I really want to do a little bit of a recap, want to tell you some things about the products I used, and yeah, without further ado, and if it sounds good and interesting to you, I would say let's get right into the video and let's get started. So let's start with the complexion products first, because there I don't have that much to review. And the first thing, it's the Auric Glow Lust, and I have the shade Morganite, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I have the shade Morganite, and this is also the product that I'm wearing today on my face. It's really beautiful, really glowy, and yeah, what can I say? I like it so far. I think it's a good purchase that I made. I really like it. I have to say this is the only product from Auric yet that really sparks my interest, but I'm eyeing them here and there, and I'm really curious what they will bring out in the future. Really interested in the brand as a whole, and I think it's a really beautiful luxury feeling brand in the moment, and I'm curious what they will bring out next. But I really like this one. I think it's such a beautiful product. I used it in every way. I mixed it with my foundation. I used it as a highlighter as well. Not today, but in general, I tried it out as well. It's a really nice, natural, glowy product. And I think the most how I like to use this one is as the actual base product for my face. As a foundation almost. I like to use this one as a type of a foundation, and just to work with this one and put a little bit of concealer on my face today. And this is exactly what I did today with my face, and I really like the outcome. But I just can do it on good face days, if you know what I mean. I just can do this when I have a really nice base at the beginning. So yeah, then I really like to use this one, and I'm such a big fan. I really love that I hit the bullet and bought this one for myself, and I will definitely use this one in 2023 so much more. A big fan of this product right here, and I can say only positive things about it. I really love this one. The next product, it's the NARS Tinted Glow Booster, and this is also something like the Auric, but not really. Here you have a little bit more fine sparkles in it, and here you really have just the glow. So in itself, it's really different. Also, the formulation is really different. This is much more, this is like a more harder cream, and this is really like a soft cream. And this is, but the NARS one is getting really soft if you are working it into your skin. So really like this one as well, but it's serving a different purpose for me, if you know what I mean. So I don't really like to use this one on its own as my base product like I do with the Auric one. I like to mix this one in with other foundations, I have to say. I never use this one, or I rarely use this one on its own. I tried it once. I'm not really the biggest fan of using it on its own. Not sure why, but I don't have the feeling that it's giving me the same outcome, or same nice outcome as the Auric is doing for me. It's not really even out my face in a way that I wanted to do, so therefore I don't really like to use it on its own. But all in all, it's a really nice product. It's giving my face a really beautiful subtle glow, and you can't see the glitter particles unless you come really close to my face, and no one is doing that. But if you don't like glitter particles, I would stay away from the NARS Glow Tint. But all in all, I really like it. I really like to use this one in combination with my foundations, and then it really shows its beauty, in my opinion. So I'm not loving it, but I'm also not hating it. I'm using it also enough to justify that I bought it. You can see it's already a little bit of it, it's already gone, and I don't have it for that long. So this is something that's telling me it was not a waste to buy this one, but it's also not my favorite one of all time. So I think it's meeting right in the middle, and for what it's supposed to do, it's a nice product. I'm not mad that I have it in my collection. So now let's come to concealer. And for concealer, what I used this year, I don't have it anymore because I used it up already. It's the Rare Beauty concealer that I used. I really like this one. I like it enough to purchase it again someday. But I really wanted to dibble my toe into some newer concealers that I didn't have tried before. So I didn't bought this one again, but I will someday because I really like it. It was really lightweight. It was a nice coverage. It wasn't the fullest coverage you can get with a concealer, but it was nice for me. I really like the soft, natural look that it gave my under eyes. So yeah, not mad that I had it, and I used it up completely. So this is something that tells me that I must have liked it enough that I used it up. So yeah, big fan of this one, and maybe one day I will buy it again because I'm not mad about it. But I also really want to try the Rare Beauty foundation. Maybe I will buy it in a combo and then try it also together one day. But yeah, not mad that I had it in my collection. The next one that it's relatively new, it's my little sample size, you could say, from my NARS concealer right here. It's the little one, and I have light one Chantilly, and yeah, I really like it. It's almost gone as well. I dragged out the stopper that was in here so I can get a little bit more of the product, but it's almost gone. Really like it. I can understand the hype on one hand about this concealer, but on the other hand, I'm not blown away by it in any means. So like it. I like it enough, but I don't think I will purchase it again. Never say never. If I'm seeing it maybe on a good sale, on a good deal, I will buy it again. But other than that, on full price, I don't think I would buy me this concealer again. Not because I hate it, it was nice, but it wasn't something that I loved that much that I need to have it in my collection, if you know what I mean. But I understand where people are coming from that really likes this concealer. Oh guys, and I forgot, I dyed my hair. I shared it already on Insta, so if you are not following me there, I would be really happy if you do so, because there you also can see some silly things that I'm doing with my hair, or some makeup looks that I'm not sharing with you on YouTube, but I want to share them with you anyways, and I put them on Insta. So if you are curious about that, I would be really happy if you follow me there. So some of you already know that I have this hairstyle, but yeah, I will see how long I will have it. It was a nice quick idea of mine because I was at the Blackpink concert and it was so nice, it was so much fun, and yeah, there I got the idea that I really want this hair. You all know from which member I got this idea, so all my Blackpink fans right here. I don't have to say anymore. But yeah, I really love it. I really think it's fun and it's something new, and yeah, why not? You can change it again, so I'm not mad about it. But let's move on with my 2022 recap on some products I tried. And the next one is relatively new, and it's my Pat McGrath Labs Concealer. I have the color L2. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer, and I really like this one. I don't need much. I really use just 2 dots under my eyes and a little bit there where I'm needing it. This is the one I paired today with my Auric Glow Lust right here, and I'm a big fan of this combo. I think it's so beautiful, so nice, so fresh and glowy looking my face today. I'm loving it. And this is and especially this concealer I would buy again, as also for a full price tag, because I'm really liking this one. It's full coverage, but it's blending out with ease. It's so nice, and I'm really happy I gave this one a shot because I'm a big fan right now, and I think I will buy this one again. Pat McGrath can do no wrong in my opinion, and this is really beautiful. It's a really beautiful product, and I'm happy that I have it. So now on to mascara, and the first mascara is my Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. I bought this one 2022, I'm not sure when. I think it was around summer or springtime, and I love this one, guys. It's lengthening and thickening at the same time. This is something I really like in a mascara, and I love this one so much. It's so much product in here. You get 13 milliliters or 0.43 ounces, and I really love this one. I think it's beautiful. You get over the day, I have to say, a little bit of fallout on your face. It's not drastic, and if you have a mirror nearby you, you can always smudge it away, and everything is nice again. It's not something that's sticking to your face or that's leaving black marks on your face. It's not like that. There are just some flakes over the day, and you can easily swipe them away, and for this outcome it's not something that bothers me. But on days where I know I won't have a mirror in my face for the whole day, I slapped myself with the mascara. I think this mascara is right now really mad at me because I'm bashing it a little bit. I'm so sorry, but he knows I love him or her, whatever. What I'm talking about. Okay, back to the story. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem, but when I don't have a mirror in my face for the whole day, I won't use it at most cases. But sometimes I use it anyways, because I don't care, to be honest. But I really love this one. It's a beautiful mascara and happy to have it. The next one is really, really new in my collection. It's also from Pat. She had her $12 sale on her website for her lip products and also for some time for her mascara, and I grabbed it for me because I really wanted to try also the Fetish Eye Mascara in the color Extreme Black, and I really like it so far. And this is the mascara I have also on today on my eyes. I really like it. It's a little bit more thickening than lengthening, I would say, but I really like it. But when it comes down to it, I think I like the Dark Star Mascara a little bit more because this is a little bit more clumping up on my... Some people really like it, but this is something... It's nothing that bothers me or that I don't like or I'm extreme against it, but when it comes down to it, I think this is making my lashes a little bit more neutral, long and thick looking, and this making my lashes a little bit more thick looking but in an unnatural way, if you know what I mean. You can see that I wear mascara definitely when I'm wearing this mascara right here, and here you get also a little bit less of product. It's also something to consider maybe, but for $12 I'm not mad about it. I wouldn't pay full price for it, to be honest. Maybe for the Dark Star Mascara because I really love this one, but for this one not so much. I'm not hating it, but I'm also not raving about it, to be honest. It's okay, and here the fallout is a little bit more, I have the feeling, than on my Dark Star Mascara. Here I definitely get a little bit more of fallout over the day. Yeah, not hating, not loving, and I need to try it a little bit more to give a full verdict for this mascara, but right now I like to use it. I'm not against it, but it's not my favorite one. Okay, the last mascara, it's my Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara. I have a little sample size right here. I got it from Dior, and when I purchased something else from them, I got this one as well as a sample size, and I'm really happy about it because I really like this one. Maybe I will buy it one day in a big size for myself, because here I can really count on when I know I don't have a mirror for the whole day in my face. I don't want to have fallout. I want that it's staying the whole day nice and beautiful on my lids, on my lashes, and this is giving me that. I really love it. It's not that thickening, but it's a little bit more lengthening, and it's separating the lashes really, really nicely, I have to say. So I really, really like this one. I'm a fan of this one, and maybe I will purchase this one one day as in full size. But right now I'm happy with my sample size because it's really big for a sample size, I have to say. And I have enough product in this little bottle right here in the moment. So in the near future I won't buy it, but maybe one day we will see. But I really love this one. So now to one thing that I want to mention here as well, because this one I bought I bought the Pat McGrath Labs Light Skin Features Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder together with my concealer from Pat in her sale season as a bundle, and yeah, this came with it, and I really wanted to try this one for such a long time. This really nice blurring powder, and this is also something I'm wearing today, and I have to say it's really beautiful. I like it. The only thing that's bothering me a little bit when I'm working my brush in there, I can't see the powder on my brush. I can't see where the powder is placed. It's a weird thing to say, but yeah, I don't know. It's something that I noticed. I don't see the powder when I'm using this one, but I know that it's there because it's really beautiful and blurring. Maybe I'm too pale for it. Who knows? It's maybe the exact same shade as my face, so therefore it's disappearing right away. But really love this one. I think it's beautiful. I don't use it just for my under eyes, I use it for my whole face, and it's really nice. It's setting, it's blurring, and it's seamless on the face. You can't see it, you can't see that I have powder on my under eyes. It's not looking cracky or powdery, if you know what I mean. So big fan, and I will definitely use this one in my daily routine now because happy about that. I have to say, maybe I will buy this one again, but in the moment I have enough. So happy that I can use this one for 2023, and I think it's beautiful and really seamless. So now let's come to highlighter and blushes, and there I have a little bit more of products. Let's start with the newest product in my collection. This one is really new. I got it some days ago, but I needed to test this one out today. So today is the first day I'm wearing this product, and it's my Little Dior Stage Rosy Glow Blush, and this is the color 001 Pink. I love this one. It's a beautiful, really flashy pinky shade, and it's not subtle at all. You can make it subtle, but you don't have to do that much work with your brush to get this outcome that I have right here on my cheeks. Guys, now I think I really need the other one as well, the orangey one, the peachy one. I love it. I love it so much. I love this rosy tone. It's maybe a little bit much for some people, but you can really make it a little bit lighter than I did. So I really want to test how far I can go with this one, and I think I could have gone even further with the blush right here, but I already look a little bit like a clown. I didn't want it to make it that obvious, so yeah, but I really love it, guys. I think it's so beautiful. I know it's a little bit early because it's so new and this is the first time I use this one, but right now I can tell you I'm a big fan of this one, and it will be definitely more than just once on my channel. You will see it a little bit more now because I'm a sucker for this color. It's so beautiful. It's so bubblegummy pink, and it's also transferring like that on my face, and it's looking also so seamless and beautiful, and I'm so happy that I have it. I think it's beautiful and it's a cute little compact. Overall, I'm really happy with this product. The next one is a little bit older and also one that I really love, and it's more on the glowy side. It's the Bare Mineral Bronzer, and it's a blush and bronzer in one, but really it's a blush in the end. And I have the color Kiss of Roses. This is the color I really wanted to have because I really like this darkenish kind of rosy tones. And this is also one you don't need that much pressure to get really nice color payoff on your cheeks. It's so beautiful, it's stunning, it's glowy. When I'm using this one, I often don't even use highlighter because I think it's highlighting your cheeks in a beautiful way on its own, and I really love this one, guys. It's beautiful, it's glowy, and it's giving me everything I'm needing in a blush. The next one is a palette, and it's the Melt Amore Mariposas blush palette. I'm not sure how this one is called exactly, but maybe I will put it on the frame somewhere. But it's this really beautiful blush palette right here. And when I'm telling you that I'm using this one really often, it's not a joke, guys. I really dipped more into this one than in my other blush palettes, I think, because It's beautiful. I really love it. You need to be a little bit more light-handed with some of them because they're really dark and it's so pigmented. It's really, really extremely pigmented, but I love pigmented blushes, to be honest, and it will get more use in 2023 as well for me because I really love this one. I love all the colors in here. I use those are more glowy blushes, but I don't like to use them right on my cheeks because they're a little bit cracky. They don't looking that smooth, I think, right on the cheeks, but I like to use them as blush toppers, and right at the outer portion of my cheek area they are looking the best, I think, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I like to use them more as blush, as glowy blush toppers and more at the outer portion of the cheek area. And those more matte tone blushes I really like to use right on the cheeks and make everything worth my money at the end. So really love it. I think it was a nice purchase of mine and I really use this one so often. And I'm really also a big fan of the color variety in this palette right here. So the next blush palette is a highlighter and blush palette in one, and it's the Pat McGrath Divine Blush Glow Trio in Galactic Sun. It's this beauty right here, and you can see all the dips in it. I really use this so often and it's beautiful. I also like to bring this one with me when I'm traveling because it's nice, it's small, it's compact, and you have everything you need in one palette. You have a more browny, rosy, warm blush, you have a more neutral, rosy blush, and you have a beautiful highlighter to top everything off with. Happy that I have it, use it so often, use it also very often in my videos. You see me all the time with this blush. I don't have to say more. Really happy, it's a good value. Also the new format that Pat brought out lately, I think it's really a nice value to get a little bit more of her blushes in a nice compact way. So big thumbs up for this guy right here. The next one is also a Pat McGrath product, and it's the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Skin Fetish Ultra Glow Highlighter from her. And this is something I also wearing on my cheeks on top on another highlighter that I will show you in a sec. And I think it's a beautiful combo. It's glowy. My face is today pure glow, pure light. If you can tell already, I have so many glowy products on my face right now, but somehow everything is looking so cohesive and nice, so I'm not mad about that. And yeah, really love this highlighter. I think it's a beautiful highlighter. I love how it looks on my face. It's looking really seamless, it's looking really beautiful, and I'm not mad that I have it. It's not my favorite highlighter of all time, but it's also not a highlighter I hate. It's a highlighter I use fairly often, so I think I like it enough to have it in my collection, and it's pairing really nicely with most of my looks that I'm doing because I'm a rosy type of blush girl. I also like to dibble into other shades, but in the end it's really often the rosy tones that I'm gravitating towards, also on my eyes. But yeah, really love this highlighter right here, and I think it's beautiful, it's nice, and I love that it's a little bit, it's peachy and rosy at the same time. It's a little bit shifting on that, so you can use it for a variety of blush looks or eye looks that you want to do. So big fan, and I'm not mad that I have it. The last two blush products, guys, are really new as well in my collection, but I used them fairly often in the last couple of days. And those are my Hollywood wands from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is what they are called. And I have on the one hand the Hollywood Beauty Light wand in the color Spotlight. It's the highlighter wand. And I have the blush wand in the color Pinkgasm, and they are really beautiful together. I have to say, Pinkgasm, the blush one, it's really so much more pigmented than I thought. It's a really pigmented blush. Here you can a little bit see the color on this wand right here. It's beautiful. It's something like a pinky peachy type of in color. Really like this one. I'm not mad that I have it. But it's a little bit of a learning curve with this one. At the first time I used too much, second time too little, then I wanted to build it up and I built it up again a little bit too much. but at the end I think I got a good amount on my cheeks. I don't have it right now on my cheeks because, you know, today I'm wearing the beautiful Dior blush. But the thing that I'm wearing today is the highlighter wand. I put it under the... I combine it with my Pat McGrath highlighter, and I think they are pairing really nicely together, are really glowy together, and yeah, I think a nice combo. But what I have to say with both of them, this is a con, you could say, because this is something I don't like that much. They are both a little bit tacky. You can feel them at the end of the day on your skin. You can feel that they are there because they are a little bit, you can't feel it that you have a blush on. That's really seamless, really lightweight. This is not what I'm telling you with this. What I mean is you can feel the stickiness. If you are, you don't know that you have it on, but when you are, yeah, you know, I have a Charlotte Tilbury wand on my face because it's a little bit sticky and you can feel it. So this is something I'm not the biggest fan of right off the bat, I have to tell, because I really like the product in itself. I really like how it looks on the cheeks. I will use it definitely more often, but a thing that I don't like that much, but it's a personal thing, that you can feel the stickiness on your face. You can feel it over the day. Other than that, they're beautiful and really nice products, and I definitely can understand the hype of it. I can understand the people that love this product. So this is a really fast speed review of those two products right here. I bought them for my Taylor Swift video that I did with you together, and those are the NYX Epic Wear Liner Sticks, eyeliner stick. And I have one in white and one in black, and this is a newfound love of mine. I want a little bit more of their liner sticks because they're holding so nice. I have the black one on my waterline today, and I really love them, guys. I think they're holding the whole day, especially the white one I was really impressed with. They're holding really long on your waterline, and yeah, really love them, and it was a nice found. So really happy that I have them, and I want to have a little bit more color variations in my collection for sure. So now to the last products that aren't palettes, but let's come now to the lip products, and the most of them, I have to be honest, are products from Pat McGrath because I bought so much during her $12 lip sale. And yeah, I won't show every color that I bought, but I will show you the colors that impressed me the most. And let's start with the product I wouldn't thought that I will like it, because this is usually a product I'm shying away from. And those are her Liquid Lust Legacy Wear Matte Lipsticks that I have right here. Normally I really don't like liquid lipsticks, but guys, those are so beautiful. I have on the one hand the color Divine Nude. It's a really beautiful nudish shade with a slight lilac-y undertone. Really love this one. And I also bought me the color Nocturnal Amour, and this is the color I wore at the Blackpink concert, and I really love this color. It's a beautiful dark berry tone. And I'm impressed with both of them, guys. I really love them. I didn't thought I will, but I thought, okay, for $12 I will try them and give them a shot and give them a chance. And I'm so impressed by them. They are holding the whole day. You can feel that they are liquid lipsticks. I won't sugarcoat that. There are liquid lipsticks and you can feel it also, but they are applying with ease. They're applying really easy. Also this color right here, this really dark one, I applied it in such a short amount of time on my lips, and it was beautiful in the end. And yeah, I really love them. They're holding, they're staying, and they're not that drying as I'm used to when it comes to liquid lipsticks. They're really not that drying. They're also not hydrating, not at all, but they're also not, I don't have the feeling that they are letting my lips look like they aren't hydrated or something like that. They are really smooth on the lips, and so happy. And I think when she will have again a $12 sale, maybe next year someday, maybe I will dabble my toes a little bit more into those ones, because I'm a big fan and I want all the colors now. Really, I really love them. I want more, and I'm happy that I have them. The next lip product is her Lust Gloss in the color Earth Angel. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, guys. I really love it. It's so glittery. It have silvery, rosy and golden sparks in it, and also a little bit of green. Really love this color. It's so beautiful. It's, even though there are glitters in it, it's looking so natural and nice on the lips, and I really, really love this one. I'm happy I also got me this one. I already have some of her lip glosses also in a shiny version. The first one I have is Glowing Garnet, and the other one is the Lavendering one. Those are the Upper Lust glosses, and they're a little bit even more shinier than this one right here, and a little bit more opaque. And I really loved them, so I really wanted to try the normal shiny glosses from her. And in the moment I just have shiny glosses from her, but maybe I will buy me also one day a normal, more opaque gloss from her, because I'm a really big fan of her gloss formula. I think they're beautiful, they're gliding with ease, but when it comes down to it, I like to have a matte lipstick on my lips in the end. So I'm not going that often into them, but when I'm using them, they're really, really beautiful and nice, and I'm happy that I have them in my collection as well. And another Pat McGrath product is her Matte Trends lipstick, and especially I bought me really, really many Matte Trends lipsticks, but the color that impressed me the most is the color Fever Dream. Guys, I love this color. It's not the color I'm wearing today because it didn't go that well with my look today, because it's a little bit of a warmer, yeah, peachy shade, I have to say, so it didn't pair that nice, but I'm a big, big fan of this shade, guys. It's the perfect amount of peach, it's the perfect amount of neutral tones in here. It's looking really like you have a little bit of a fever, if you know what I mean. This color is so beautiful, so stunning, and I really love it. This is the color that impressed me the most, and I have to say overall I really like her Matte Trends lipsticks. Before I just had her Luxe Trends lipsticks that I love as well, but she don't have them anymore, and so I really wanted to try her Matte Trends as well, and this year I dipped my toes a little bit more into those ones, and I'm a big, big fan of the Matte Trends lipsticks. So all in all, those are really lipsticks I will wear all year round, because I'm a big fan of the color and of the overall formulation of her lipsticks. I'm wearing the Rare Beauty Lip Mousse in the color Energize. This really bubblegummy pink right here. And this is also a color I bought in 2022, this year. And I really like this color overall. I really, really love it. It's the only really bubblegummy pink for my lips that I have in my collection, and therefore I really wanted this one. I have to say, now I figured out how I really like to wear it, and it's not on its own. Not because the color isn't beautiful, the color is stunning. It's exactly the color I wanted and needed in my collection, this really beautiful bubblegum pink. But it's looking really not nice on the lips. It's really this color at least. I don't know about her other colors, I hear really good things about them, but this color is really not looking that nice on my bare lips, because it's looking really cracky, my lips doesn't look hydrated, and it's all in all not a nice thing to look at, if you know what I mean. You don't have to even come that close to my face to see that it's not looking good. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. And now how I like to wear it is to combine it with my more pinky lipsticks. So today I combine it with my Pat McGrath Luxe Trends lipstick Psycho Candy, and when I'm combining this one with other lip products in my collection, it's looking really nice and really, really smooth in the end. So then I really like this color, but it's a little bit sad, I have to say, that I can't wear it on its own, because I really want to, because I really like how it's how this one's looking on its own, but I don't like the effect that it's giving my lips, and that it's looking a little bit like a cheap lipstick or something like that I have on my lips, and it's not. So this is a minus for this product right here. This is really yeah, negative thing, I have to say. So therefore I can't recommend it that much, to be completely honest. But for the color, it's worth it for me to have it, because now I know how I need to use it. But on its own, not sure about that. Now we are coming to the big part of this video, my palettes. I was really shocked how many palettes I bought in 2022. I didn't thought that. So for some people maybe it's not that much, but for me it's really much, because normally I know that palettes are the highest thing that I really want when it comes down to makeup. Eyeshadow palettes are really the things that are speaking to my soul in the end, but there are some things here I really thought I bought them in 2021, but no, I bought them in 2022. So let's get into my eyeshadow palettes. The first one, they are not in a particular order because I don't know when I bought which palette, but I will just show them to you and tell you about my thoughts. So the first one I will show you is my Gucci palette, the first one that came out. You know, there's now a second one. I'm not really partial to this one. I'm happy that I bought me this one. I like the component of the second one, but also I really love the component of the first one. So I'm happy that I have this one here. And yeah, at the beginning when I got this palette, I used it so often, so much, and I love it. I love it really. But in the moment, I'm not really gravitating towards it. And I don't know why. Maybe because in the moment, I'm more of a sparkly girl. Like you can see right now, I really love that really shiny eyeshadow look in the moment. It's always going right this with me. I always love sparkly eyeshadows, but there's always a moment and a time where I'm gravitating more towards a more subtle look, and then the time for this palette will come again for sure. But in the moment I'm not using it that much, to be honest. But all in all, I like this palette. I really love it. I'm not mad that I have it, especially for this beautiful component right here. But I also like the inside. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for you guys to purchase it on full price, but when you can get it on a discount, on a really good discount, then I would say grab it for yourself if you like this type of eyeshadow look. I have a video about it. I talk a little bit more about it in depth, so that's that. Maybe if I find the video where I'm talking about it, I will link it down below so you can check it, but I'm not sure if you can get the palette anyways anymore, so that's that. But in the end, I'm not mad that I have it. It's a beautiful piece of art. It's a beautiful piece of, yeah, luxury in my collection, so I'm happy that I have it, and I will definitely use it again. It won't be the last time, and I think the inside, it's nonetheless so stunning and alluring, and it's speaking to me for sure. It's not a palette I'm sad that I have and I want to declutter. It will never be the case with this one, so really happy that I have it. The next one, it's my MAC X Lisa palette, and I wore this one not that long ago. And guys, I really like this one. The only thing I have to... let's start with the good one. The good thing is the matte shades. The matte shades are really stunning. Also, those more satiny shades are really beautiful. They are blending out with ease. And those are also types of shades you can build up, but you can also make them really light and beautiful on your lid. And this is something I'm also appreciating when it comes down to it, because there are some days I want to have more control in that sense sometimes, that I don't want the pigment right away, that I can create my own vibrancy that I want in the end, you know? So this is giving me that. But now let's come to the shimmer shades. And for the shimmer shades, I have to say they are getting a little bit of hard panning, and it's something that bothers me. I don't know if you can see that. This is stunning. This is not hard panning at all. You can see how beautiful and shiny this is. This shade right here is a little bit unnecessary. Maybe it's a cream shade that you can't really see on your face. But this shade right here, this shade, they're all getting a little bit of a hard pan. And I tried to remove it, but it's really hard. And maybe those are shades you shouldn't use with your fingers from MAC and more with a brush. Because I tried to dig a little bit more in with a brush in it, and then it's working really nicely, and the hard panning isn't that extreme anymore. But yeah, this is something I really don't like. Hard panning is the worst thing for me that exists when it comes down to an eyeshadow palette. I don't like hard panning, not just an eyeshadow palette. In every product that's getting me the frustration of hard panning, I don't know if it was worth it. But I really like this palette all in all. I really think the colors are beautiful, and I love that I have it in my collection because it's a beautiful collaboration and I can see the Korean vibe in it, the vision behind it. I really love this one very much, and yeah, all in all I like it, but it's a little bit of frustration when it comes down to the hard pan thing, because this is a no-no for me. Okay guys, I need to be a little bit faster with that because there are some palettes to go, so let's do this. The next one is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette that I bought for myself in 2022. I love it, I love it, I love it. I wanted this one at release day, but I didn't bought it for myself because I bought so many other beautiful palettes, and I was a little bit hesitate with that with this palette because at that time I didn't know Huda Beauty enough, and I was really new in the makeup market, so I wasn't familiar enough with her brand, and so I really didn't want it to pay the full price tag for a palette and for a brand I didn't know. So yeah, but in 2022 I did get to know Huda Beauty a little bit more, in 2021 already, and in 2022 I finally got myself the palette I wanted for such a long time, and I'm so happy I have it. This is the first palette I'm thinking of when I think of Huda Beauty, when I think of the palette I really wanted for a long time. This is the first palette that every time came into my mind, and so I'm really glad and happy that I have it, and I want to use it so much more, definitely. It's glittery, it's beautiful, and I'm a big fan. I'm not regretting it a little bit. I got it in a sale, and this is a plus in itself, but I also wouldn't be mad if I got it at full price because, guys, the color story, the glitters, everything is speaking to my soul. I'm in love with this palette and I will use it so much more. The next one is from Colourpop, and it's the Hocus Pocus 2 palette. I have to be brutally honest with you, didn't use this enough, need to use it more, I want to use it more. I really want to use with this beautiful lime green right here. It's looking stunning, but it's not my vibe right now, so therefore I didn't touch it yet. But I played with some colors in here. It's a nice palette, it's a beautiful palette, it's matching really nice with the theming, with the Hocus Pocus theming, with the Halloween theming overall. Therefore I really like it. I just need to use it a little bit more. But you know, I got so many beautiful palettes, so it's sometimes hard for me to navigate it all. But I really want to play a little bit more with it because there's nothing wrong with this palette and it's beautiful. The next one is my Christmas Eve palette from Odin's Eye. And you know I love this one. The outside, it's matching with the inside and everything is so cohesive, so beautiful. Did some looks also on Instagram with it. Need to play with this dark blue, really want to, and I will do that. Maybe more on my Instagram than here because it's old news. It's out of stock, you can't get it anymore, so I don't know if it's worth it to make a whole video with it. But maybe in a get ready with me or just on my Instagram I will play a little bit more with this palette for sure, because I love the colors, I love the inside, and I want to play every day with it because it's beautiful and stunning and I love the blues. So the next one, in 2022 I played a little bit more with Natasha Denona and I bought me the Zendo palette from her. I really love this one. And guys, I also bought me, because I got it on sale, I bought me the Naked palette, the Naked X. Oh, it's the artist. I didn't know her before, but I will put her name on the screen right now. So this is the artist I'm talking about. And it was a collaboration with Urban Decay. And I bought me this palette today for a really good price. It was more than half off and It's reminding me a little bit of this one, to be honest. But maybe that's because I love it so much. But it have a different switch, a different element to it. So I'm really excited about it. I really want to see how it performs and how it will look, but I have a good feeling about that because I also really like the ultraviolet palette, so I think it will be good. I'm positive, but we will see. But yeah, this is the palette I bought, and in 2022, the Natasha Denona Zendo palette, and I really love it. The shimmers aren't really shimmery. They are more of an nice sheeny metallic type of tones, but I think it's really nice for that palette. I really like it for that. I really love that it's more subtle, more, but there you can see it. It's not subtle in that sense that you can see your eye look in the end, but it's subtle in that sense you haven't that shimmery metallic-y like eyes in the end, that really intense eyes that you will get sometimes with Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath. This is more of a subtle version, but I think you can see and feel at the end that it's intended to be like that, and I really like the vision behind it and how it's divided in warm and cool tones, and it's so much fun to play with it. And on days where I want something special but not in your face special on my eyes, that's really subtle and beautiful but also there and everyone can see it, but it's not that wham bam in your face type of look. Love it. I know it's a love and hate relationship with some people, but I'm in the category I really love the Zendo palette, and I'm happy that I got it in my hands and that I have it in my collection, and it's a stunning, stunning, beautiful palette. Okay, the next one is also from Natasha Denona, and it's the Sokolok palette. I bought this one over the pastel palette, but I really want the pastel palette as well someday in my collection, so it's not out of my radar because I love pastel tones and I want to try this one as well for someday, for sure, because I love the concept of this palette overall and I really want to try this one as well. But I'm so happy that I grabbed this one for me. I think it's beautiful, the colors are stunning. Those are colors I don't have that much in my collection, and it was really worth it and I use it so often. It's really colorful, you have to be in the mood for that, but I'm a colorful lover, I'm a neutral lover, I love both. It just depends on the day and what I want to grab for at that day. So happy that I have it, don't regret it, and it's a beautiful, stunning palette. The next one is Tati Beauty. It's old news, it's really old news, you can't get it anymore, and it's her... Does this have a name or is it just the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette? Yeah, it's the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. And I wanted this one for so long, and then she closed her doors. I thought I wouldn't get this palette anymore in my collection, so I didn't thought about it, and one day I got it for a really, really good deal on eBay and I grabbed it for myself because it's so beautiful. I wanted it for such a long time, and especially this row right here. I'm so in love with the row Poet. Beautiful, guys. I'm happy that I have it, really, really, and those glitters are so stunning, and you don't need glitter glue. I think they're already mixed in with a glitter mixing medium or something like that. They're holding really nice and your eye look is looking really beautiful in the end. They're not that bare metallic, but the pigment is really, really there and they're looking so nice on your eyes. And yeah, I really love this palette. I really want to do a New Year's look with this row right here because I didn't have the chance to use it yet. Also want to sprinkle in the really dark, beautiful silvery glitter in my look. So really excited about that. I love this palette. I want to use it a little bit more in 2023. I got so many new palettes in 2022, so this one, I didn't give this one the chance that it deserves, but I used it fairly enough, to be honest, in the end. With that many palettes that I have in my collection, I think it got a fair shot and I used it enough to justify to have it in my collection, and I really, really love this one. So guys, the next one is the Melt and Mori Mari Posers palette, and I love it. I know some people said that they're thinking that the pans are too small, but in my case it's not like that at all. I think it's good that they are small because we all have so many palettes in our collection, and even though they are small, you will never get through them because they're so highly pigmented, guys. So why I need big pans. You know, I think it's beautiful like that. I think it's beautiful how it is, and for me there isn't a... This is balanced out for me. This is really beautiful. I love the butterflies, I love the outside of the component, I love the inside. It's matching also really nice. It's not a palette I'm using that often, to be that honest to you, because it's really bright and colorful, and I don't go every day for a bright and colorful look. But when I'm using it, I know I can count on it. It's the only really bright orangey beautiful shade also that I have in my collection. This one right here, I think it's my favorite in the whole palette. And yeah, I know I can count on it. I know my eye look will look beautiful in the end, and the shimmers and the metallics are chef's kiss. They are beautiful, they are stunning on the eyes, and I get fairly often compliments when I'm wearing those colors from this palette right here. And yeah, happy that I have it, and I'm not regretting it a little bit. Let's stay with Melt, and the next one is the She's in Parties palette from Melt, and I really like it. It's reminding me a little bit of my butterfly palette from Colourpop that I have. Flutterby, that's what it's called, my Flutterby palette from Colourpop. It's a little bit of the same vibe that I have in here, maybe a little bit more on the grungier side than the Colourpop one, but all in all, you get a similar vibe with those two palettes. But I really like it. I didn't use this one as often as I wanted to, because like I told you guys, so many new palettes entered my life in the last couple of months, or to be honest. So yeah, but really want to dig a little bit more into this one. Love how nice, grungy, but also really sophisticated my eyes are looking with this palette right here. It's an eye catcher in the end when I'm wearing this palette. It's really beautiful and stunning, and yeah, really love the tones. Aren't tones I'm wearing that often, but when I'm wearing them, this palette is my friend, because it's giving me everything I need, and it's beautiful and stunning. The next one, maybe I will show both directly, because it's the Gemini 1 and the Gemini 2 palette right here. And you guys really gave me many compliments on my look when I wore this palette in a video right here, my Gemini 1 palette. I used this color right here and some of the greens in the palette, and I was really happy that you all liked the look so much. And yeah, I really like this palette. Didn't use it until then. This was the first and last time I used this palette, to be completely honest. It's just a thing of too many palettes, guys. That's something I need to work a little bit more on next year. But yeah, I really love this palette. I want to use it more, definitely. The time is right now also good for that palette as well, so really want to dig into this a little bit more. But all in all, I'm not mad that I have it. I'm really happy. This glitter shade, you have... The thing with Melt glitters, when they are really a little bit more of that crumbly type of glitter, you need to have a little bit more time on your plate. But when you have it, you have it. Today it's a palette I won't show you because I didn't bought it last year. I bought it the year before. It's the Mary Jane palette I have on my eyes today. I love it. I had time today to do that, so it's beautiful. Really, I love it. I love the Melt formula. I'm a big fan, but you need to have a little bit more time when you want to play also with the crumbly, glittery shades in the palettes, you know? So when you have time, when you really have a little bit of makeup time on your plate, then you know it's always worth it to play with the palette, with the Melt palettes, with the Melt formula. But if you don't, maybe stick more to the more metallic and matte side of the palettes, you know? So that's my verdict. But all in all, I love the Melt formula, and I'm not mad that I bought this and this palette. And yeah, I really love this one as well, the Gemini 2. It's beautiful. Those are my colors, but in a more grungier version, so not mad about that. It's the only grungy red palette that I have in my collection, and yeah, really want to play with this one as well a little bit more, and not mad that I have them. I just need to pull them out a little bit more. But you know, there's always a time with Melt that I don't use them that much, but when the spark is showing again in me to use them, that I really have the feeling I want to use them a little bit more, I really go for Melt. I really use it to death, to be honest. I really use it so much when I have the feeling I want to use this brand again and they're on my mind again. I'm happy that I have the palettes right right beside me, so I can dig into them every time I want. And when I really want a grungy, beautiful look, I always can count on them. But also when I want something more neutral for the day, there are also some palettes I like to dig into when it comes to melts. So always a fan, will always be there. This is a brand I never had a miss. There are always hits with this brand. So I'm a fan and I really love this brand. Okay, now to some smaller palettes. We are at the last palettes now, so let's do this, guys. To the smaller palettes, the LH Cosmetics Shimmer Saga. The first LH palette I bought for myself and I love it, guys. Really love the shimmers. This is the first palette that really sparked my interest right away from her, and I think it's beautiful. It's right up my alley. It's so glittery, it's so sparkly. Happy to have it. I pull it more out as a companion palette to top every look off with beautiful shimmers. So therefore this palette is stunning and nice, and will use it definitely so much more, and I'm happy that I got my hands on this one. The next small palette is my Dior Quint palette in the color Blue Velvet. This beauty right here, and I used this one fairly enough when I got it. Now it's not that much anymore, but I pulled it out not that long ago actually for a really nice, beautiful, subtle blue eye look. It's blues, but it's a nice way of getting blues on your eyes without being too much and looking also sophisticated somehow. Dior always have the ability to do that with eyeshadows, so really like that about them, and I'm not mad that I have it. Don't use it that often anymore because nowadays I'm going for a little bit of bolder looks, and when I like to dig into colors, I like them to be a little bit bolder, but there are definitely also the days where I want colorful looks but not that bold of colorful looks, and then I grab towards palettes like the Dior Quint, and I'm always happy with my look in the end. And the other Dior palette is my Dior Quint. It's the Birds of Feather collection, and I have the palette Nightbird. This one right here was limited edition. I don't think you can get it anymore. This one I got from my mom for my birthday this year, and it's stunning. I love it, and I think when it comes down to it, when I compare this one to my Blue Velvet palette, this will always be the star in my collection from Dior, because those are really glittery, stunning, beautiful colors, and I'm a glitter girl, what can I say? This one is getting my heart a little bit more pumped than this one, but all in all, love my little Dior Quints, and I think they're cute and beautiful. And when you want something that it's nice, easy and quick, maybe also when you are traveling or something like that, those little quints are really nice for that, I think. Maybe not the colors I have if you want more neutral, but there are a variety of colors when it comes down to the quints from Dior, so really stunning and nice formula, and you can count on it for sure. So now to the last palettes, and the last palettes are all Pat McGrath palettes, so let's get down to business. And the first one, it's the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Palette Celestial Nirvana, the newest one in my collection. It's this beauty right here. It's colorful, but the shimmers are a little bit more on the neutral side, so I think it's a nice pairing. And for those ones who want to get a little bit more of colorful mattes from Pat, and it's the first time she delivered in that way, so really happy about that. And with the more neutral shimmer shades, you know, you can have a nice mix of both worlds with this palette, I think, and therefore I'm really appreciating this one. The only color I didn't play it with, I think it's the really pinkish one right here, and I really want to do that. I already played with every color in here, also with this beauty right here. It's a copper shade, and this is, I think, the favorite shade in the palette of mine. I really love coppers, and I think they're really nice for blue eyes especially, so happy about this one. And yeah, not mad that I have it. I think I became, like I told you, a little bit of an Pat McGrath holiday palette collector, so we will see what next year will bring. But love this palette. I want to use it a little bit more, and I will definitely do that The next one, it's a little bit of an older collab, and it's the Mothership Diamond of the First Water. It's the first collab palette with Bridgerton from Pat. This was a gift and I love it. I love this special shimmer shade right here, guys. Those are rosy tones. Tones I love. I love rosy tones. This is my jam. And yeah, no negative here. Love this palette. It's stunning. I'm not mad that I have it. And I'm happy about it. And the last palettes. And I say the last because maybe I will show them all to you. My 3 new motherships from Pat that I got in 2022. Maybe we will go here in a more order because I know which one I got first. So the first one I tried in 2022 is the Subversive palette from Pat, and I really love this one, guys. I think it's beautiful, it's stunning, and I know you all told me that I need to break a little bit through the color that I get the most payoff, but I think I really have a dot. I really have a color that's a little bit more dry here, right here at the corner. I don't love it that much. It's not my favorite shade because it's a little bit more dry. I know how they are because I have already 4 motherships from Pat, her larger palettes, and I know how they are supposed to be, and this color right here is a little bit more drier feeling. I use it anyways. It's okay when it's on the eye, but it's not my favorite shade right here. It's not the shade I'm gravitating towards, to be honest. But all in all the other shades are so beautiful. They're a little bit more on the grungy side. It's not a palette I'm using that often, but when I'm using it, I really love my eye look. I really love the outcome. This one was also a gift for my birthday, and I really love it. I'm so happy that I have it. It's a beautiful and really unique palette for Pat McGrath line, I have to say. The next one is my... the next one here is my Moonlit Seduction palette. And I think, guys, I have a new favorite in my collection. I really don't want to say that, but we will see when I do a new ranking of my Pat McGrath palettes, because I bought me also the Utopian Dream palette from the 40% sale that she have right now on her website. I bought me this one as well because I eyemed this one for such a long time, and it's a beautiful, stunning rosy palette. I love rosy tones. I have my Divine Rose 2 palette that I use so often. I think it's the most used Pat palette in my collection. And yeah, but this one is also really beautiful, guys. I really love it, and it's neutral but with a beautiful twist, and this is something that I'm appreciating when it comes to Pat McGrath. This is something I'm thinking about when it comes to Pat McGrath. She's giving us wearable shades, but at the same time they are so stunning and special, and you can see that right away when it's Pat on your eyes, you know what I mean? So this is something, this embodies for me Pat's line, this embodies for me Pat's vision, and I really love this palette. I think it's beautiful. I love those special shades. There aren't her bake shades anymore, at least in this palette there aren't, but I'm a big fan anyways of those shades right here. They are so glittery and sparkly and beautiful, and they are giving your eyes so much dimension and something really interesting, and I really appreciate this palette for that. And the last palette is the newest in my collection. It's the Midnight Sun, and guys, I'm so amazed by those special shades. This shade right here is the glitteriest of glitter shades that I have in my collection now. I really love this one. Need to play with the gold. Didn't give that one the love that it's deserved, so need to play with this one. But other than that, I played with every color in here. I love it. I know I will play in the winter and in the fall time. This is the palette I will think right away when it's that kind of a time, because it's beautiful. I love this lilac-y shade. The special shades are so shiny and glimmery and stunning in this palette. I think it's a really underrated palette from Pat. It's a beautiful palette, and I love it. I love all of Pat's palettes, you know, but when it comes down to it, when I really have to say which one is the palette that's really worth it, it will always be her motherships, guys, because I think they are so beautiful and stunning, and you can't go wrong with them. I love them, and now I want them all, so I really did go a little bit ham with my palette, with my mothership purchases in the last couple of months. But yeah, she had such a good deal, and I think I will always wait for a good deal because I would never pay full price, to be honest. No matter how beautiful and special mothership is, I will always wait for a sale when it comes to pet, because she will always have a sale, and in the end you will get your hands on the palette of your dream, you know? So just wait a little bit, and you will always find a good deal on a mothership. But in the end, when you have it, it's really, really worth it, guys. I really love those shades, those glimmery shades, the palettes itself, they are beautiful. And yeah, happy that I have them, and hopefully when the Utopian Dream will arrive in good condition, I will have all my 5 motherships. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Did a good job here to collect them step by step. And I will have my 5 complete, and when I have played a little bit more with the Utopian Dream palette, I'm so excited to do a new ranking of my pet palettes, because it's something I really, really want to do. So guys, we are at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really wanted to do this as well, and it was such fun to, yeah, look at the things that I bought for myself in 2022. And it's a good amount of products, I have to say, that I bought for me. And all in all, I think I'm not mad at the products that I have in my collection now, at the palettes that I have in my collection now. I don't have the feeling in me right now that I want to declutter one of those palettes or declutter one of those products. So this is a positive thing for me, at least, that I don't have the feeling. You know, sometimes when you buy something and you aren't the biggest fan, then you have the feeling a little bit of regret, and you want to declutter the thing so that you don't see it anymore. I had those days for sure with some palettes in my collection, but with those ones I showed you today, I'm feeling good, really. I don't feel regret or something like that. It's much, that's for sure. Maybe this is something I'm a little bit, you know, it's getting bigger and bigger, my collection, so this is maybe something I have to think a little bit about. But other than that, I really love the things that I have, so not mad about that. And if you like this kind of video, guys, I would be really happy if you consider to subscribe my channel if you haven't already. Maybe also give me a thumbs up so that I know that you like this kind of content, and also click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, I'm wishing you a happy new year and have fun. And I hope that the year 2023 will be a good year for us all, and a nice year, and good things will happen. And yeah, wishing you all the best. So with that being said, I would say we'll see each other in my next video. And until then, bye.